Good evening and welcome to Norwalk, Ohio, here at Heart of Ohio Sports, as we're at Whitney Field, and we've got the Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes marching in here, and you can see them there at the edge of the field. Got them marching in here for tonight's big showdown with the Norwalk Truckers. Now, Zach, both of these teams, they've got playoffs in their eyes. Of course, Tiffin is sitting pretty at 7-1. Only blemish of the season was that Bishop Watterson loss in Columbus, Ohio, and that seems like a distant memory at this point. They're coming in, and they would not dare speak of Perkins next week. They would not dare speak of, you can hear the truckers are driving into the field, but the Tornadoes would not dare speak of playoffs. But you know who was talking about playoffs? The truckers were talking about playoffs, and Coach Mora, first thing he said to me, Zach, is got to win to get in.
Got to win to get in. Again, they'll be out their star running back tonight, Jaron McClendon. Winning is going to be tough to come by. We'll see a couple other key players need to step up. Backup running back, their quarterback tonight, Jamison Poole, is going to have a lot on his shoulders for certain.
Now, the Truckers come in tonight. They've got a 2-game losing streak. They dropped a game to Perkins last week, 52-3. That does not sound fun. And then they dropped another one there to Sandusky, 48-12. Now, of course, we had the ability to watch the Sandusky blue team there. They came in, and we got to watch them against Tiffin, and Tiffin was able to walk away with a narrow victory, 42-35. So a little common ground there, but for the most part, these two teams, they're just showing down. And Judd Lutz, he said before the game, he's like, you know what, McClendon is out, as you mentioned there, Zach. So we've got to be careful because they're going to try to throw a bunch of new wrinkles at us, and that's something we got to keep an eye on. And Mora, you know he's going to spread them out and try to punch some holes in that defense, which has given up points this year. You're watching our Ex-Corre Mexican restaurant pregame show. Again, Whitney Field from Norwalk, Ohio. Tiffin Columbian, they will get the ball first here in the first half. Truckers are going to kick it off. Truckers there in the blue jerseys. And then the Tornadoes got the all-white jerseys going on tonight. Getting ready for our opening kickoff here. Our Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery opening kickoff is away, and that ball sails into the end zone, and Tiffin Columbian will come out, and we'll get a first look at them tonight. Of course, some of the lead names over there, you've got the Rogo Bros. They've been putting up a lot of numbers there. Gooding had a huge game last week. Jack Corper, very, very reliable, but seems like it always starts with Damian Brockington. He's kind of that engine that makes this offensive machine move.
Yeah, they're a balanced offense. Brockington, 18 carries last week. Pair of touchdowns to boot.
All right, here we go. First and 10, and it's Corper who picks it up at the 20. He's going to push his way forward and shoved out of bounds. And a nice little gain there on first down for Tiffin, opting to pass the ball here. Last couple times we've had a chance to watch them, Zach, seems like Damian Brockington was the tone setter, and they started inside out. This time they're starting outside, and I imagine they'll return to Brockington at some point. All right, 2nd and 5 up to 25-yard line, and there you go. Damian Brockington, get used to that name as he's slammed to the ground at the line of scrimmage. I imagine he's going to get quite a bit of action for the Tornadoes. Brockington, of course, he's got about 1,300 yards rushing so far this season. Not too bad. He's scored 21 touchdowns, so busy guy there. As Rogo goes deep, he's got Corper. Oh, and just overthrows Corper. And wasted opportunity as 4th down kind of rolls around. Jack Corper looked like he had about a nice step on that defender. Tiffin looking like it's going to be 3 and out here unless Judd Lutz gets fancy and and goes for it here on 4th down. But they're on the 26, and I doubt he does that this early in the game.
No, good early 3 and out by the Truckers. That's going to be a key to this game. Again, Columbian has an incredible offense. They can put up points seemingly wherever they want to.
Ben Rothar, he's taking it across midfield, 30-yard line. He's still going, and he's going to be drug out of bounds by number 56, Braylon Abel.
Well, there's no question where the momentum's at this early in the game. Truckers, big return there on special teams. They're setting up with great field position inside the 20.
Rothar with a huge return, giving the Truckers primo position, and they literally just picked it up right where Tiffin left off. So here we go. Let's see what happens. As you mentioned, McClendon out tonight, so we'll see what they're able to come up with, and it's going to be reliable number 28 there, Mason Canales, the senior tailback. He gets first crack at filling those big shoes that are being left.
Yeah, a handful of running backs on this roster. We didn't know who was going to come out and get the start tonight with McClendon out. Mason early.
Voice throws an interception. And just like that, Tiffin gets it back. Well, it didn't take long, but they get another crack at it. Check this replay out.
Yeah, it didn't take long. This ball right to number 2, Keyshawn Seitz. Again, hits him in the numbers. It's Seitz, has the hands, knocked out of bounds there right at the end.
Braden Voigt, the freshman quarterback, not the way you want to start tonight's contest, especially if you're hoping to win and get into those playoffs. All right, Tiffin back out onto the field after a huge interception and get another shot, and it's Rogo, slings it out there to Corper. He's got space. He's up at the 40, 45, right around midfield. He's still going down around the 45-yard line. Jack Corper with a huge gain of nearly 30 yards.
Check it out on replay here. Corper, top of your screen. Just a bubble out to the right side, and he has all space. And that nice run, physically going after the catch.
All right, he's got 3 split out here at the bottom. Rogo slings it out to Brockington. He's got some blockers, and he powers his way up to the 35-yard line where he's pushed out of bounds. Another first down for Tiffin.
We're seeing Coach Lutz utilize both sides of the field, getting the ball to the athletes. That's when they play their best football. They can move the ball around. They have so many weapons like we talked about, and they are cruising.
Brockington takes the handoff straight away off to the right side here. He's going to take it right to the end of the field there, but he might have enough for another first down.
Yeah, he got past the first down, it looked like. Chains move.
Brockington back-to-back first downs.
Take a look at the replay here. Brockington probably could have cut that ball up really whenever he wanted, but he decided to keep that stretched out to the sticks.
Looked like he might have had an extra couple yards he could have picked up if he would have cut it in behind Rogo, but doesn't matter. First down for Tiffin as they've got things cooking after a big INT just moments ago. Rogo going deep to Rogo. Did he get it? Are his feet in? No, his feet are not in. No touchdown, incomplete. Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, just a one-on-one go route right at the top. Rogo knows where he's going with the football all the way. Good pass. Oh, I think he might have got it.
That was awful close right there. He had a clear-cut catch, but the question was, were his feet in bounds? The official said no. So here we go, now 2nd and 10 for the Tornadoes. It's going to be Brockington right up the middle. He's got some space. He's still moving along. 5 inside the 5. He's going to be taken down right around the 3-yard line. Damian Brockington, another first down on this drive.
He is just a pleasure to watch as it looks like Columbian wants to push the tempo a little bit, everybody on the run, but man, he just keeps the feet moving.
Yeah, that's the 3rd consecutive first down that Brockington's picked up. I mean, you take the one shot in the end zone out, and it's just been all Brockington, and here it goes again as he's hit hard by 3 defenders. Nowhere to go on that one.
Good job by the defensive line, not being pushed off their spots. Brockington had nowhere to go.
Number 59, Jose Valesco, one of those 3 defenders that just got in the way of Brockington's quest to pick up another touchdown. Again, he's got 21 touchdowns on the season, and he wants number 22. Here we go, 2nd and 2. And it's going to be Rogo all the way, quarterback keeper. Can he get in? A lot of pushing and shoving. Tiffin says yes. The officials have not signaled yet. Touchdown, Tiffin. The Tornadoes punch it in for another one on the legs of Rogo. This time quarterback Braden Rogo, he gets another.
Yeah, just a quarterback keeper, the power to the left side, follows all his blockers. He's hit at the line initially, but right there, that push right at the end.
So at the 10-16 marker, Tiffin was able to pick off Norwalk. 2 minutes later, they're dancing in the end zone, and they got the first points of the night. Although that snap doesn't look good, and Rogo just threw it away. And so that PAT attempt, no good, as a bad snap caused Rogo to throw it away. So our score will remain 6-0 at the 8:39 marker. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back here from Norwalk, Ohio.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lee's Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lee's Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lee's Floor Covering in Tiffin.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports from Norwalk, Ohio, and just before break, the Columbian Tornadoes, they were able to punch it in for a 6-point touchdown. PAT, of course, no good, so it's 6-0 Tornadoes over the Truckers. Norwalk takes it up to the 30-yard line, and we'll have a chance to see this offense. Now, of course, it was the offense that gave Tiffin the opportunity to score, because the young man right there, the freshman quarterback, threw an interception, and that allowed Tiffin to make up for a quick 3-and-out on their first possession.
Yeah, Viak, again, like you said, freshman quarterback, doesn't have any favors. The star running back, senior Jaron McClendon, we've mentioned it a couple times, but at 6'2", 195, that is such a big weapon that you can't have on the field.
Able to connect with Rothar. First down for the Truckers. Excellent throw by the young man, Braden Viak there. Connects with Rothar, and we saw Rothar on the return game. He's going to be a talented man to keep in check. All right, here we go. Number 2, Helton, getting close to that first down marker. So first time it was Canales who got the carry. Now it's Helton. Those are the 2 names to watch. Fill in for McClendon. And looks like the Truckers are going to power their way forward. Should be enough for a first down. And Norwalk getting to it quick on this drive.
Norwalk responding to the interception the way you have to. Run the ball, get your quarterback some early completions. Now they're picking up chunk yardage.
Viak looking to pass, tucking it. He's got some space. First, he's got 45, up to the 30. He dodges a couple defenders. He might have another first down. Viak, what a redemption run on that one, but we do have a flag on the field. Now, one of the things that Keith Mora, the Truckers head coach, he said that they want to establish here is a quick tempo, and I think we're really starting to see that here on this drive.
Holding. Offense, number 51.
So what was an excellent run by Viak now is going to be taken back by a holding penalty.
Well, we see it right there at the top of your screen. It was the left guard.
So instead of first down, now it's first and 20. And all right, so Helton, he's going to try to pick up a few yards as he powers his way across midfield. That'll be 2nd and long for Norwalk.
Good job being able to hold on the ball. You saw it hit, kind of jostled it loose. Able to keep possession.
Keep an eye on the 2 wideouts at the top of the screen. Of course, you got 2 at the bottom of the screen. Viak looking to pass, tucks it. He's rolling to his left, looking for a man, throws it. He overthrows it, skips it off the turf, incomplete. He had a man. Number 11, Austin Ware, the intended receiver, just a little too high for him, and that'll bring up 3rd and 17 from the 48-yard line.
Well, an interception early and then a near interception there, but I'll tell you what, I am impressed with Viak thus far. His pocket presence is really, really good. He's stepping up. He's not getting too anxious.
And he's shown the ability to run, just like you see right here. Flushed out of the pocket, jump pass. And it looks like Jack Corper is going to catch it out of bounds, so incomplete. Looked like one of those plays that you practice in the backyard where you just jump around and act like you're all pro, you know?
Offense out on the field, 4th and long.
Yeah, they're going to keep the offense out there, and, why not? Let's see what they can do. But, Coach Mora, bold decision here because not a lot of 17-yard plays you can dial up. Viak is going to add a little pressure there, slings it. He's got a man. He's open, but he's going to be short. It's going to be Rothar again, taken down around the 35-yard line. He's going to be 4 yards short, and Tiffin's going to take over on a turnover of downs.
Now, if that ball's on Rother a little stronger, he might have the room to run to get that first down. Not a bad play call. Again, Viak stepping up in the face of pressure. Heavy blitz coming from Columbian. He's able to get the ball accurately.
So as it stands, first drive of the evening for Norwalk, interception, and that resulted in a touchdown for Tiffin. Second drive of the evening, they made a little noise, but ultimately turned it over on downs. And Tiffin gets another opportunity here from the 35-yard line. Let's see if they're able to make good on this one. There you go, Brockington. He's got space across midfield, and nearly broke it, but it was Rothar who drug him down to the ground right around that 40-yard line.
Take a look at the burst here past the line of scrimmage. Again, you let Brockington get to the second level untouched, bad things are going to happen.
And that's exactly what happened. Not even a hand until he was at the 45-yard line. Excellent run by Damian Brockington. First down for Tiffin Columbian, and it's Brockington again as he works his way forward. He's got another solid gain right there. The Tornadoes' leading rusher came into tonight with about 1,300 yards rushing, and I'm certain he's going to add quite a few more to that.
Such a stark contrast from the first drive. The Trucker is able to hold Columbian to 3 and out.
A lot of passes on that first drive for Tiffin, and notice the difference here. They're giving it to Brockington as Rogo connects with Rogo for the first down.
They played softer zone on the far side of the field. Allowed that catch at the sticks.
Yeah, Brockington certainly has been featured just a little bit more here on the last couple of drives, and good things have happened here, Zach. And more good is happening here as Brockington busts it forward, and that might be enough for another first down for Columbian. Yes, indeed. First and goal for Tiffin as they're knocking on the doorstep of another touchdown.
Columbian offensive line doing a phenomenal job run blocking right now. Again, they're just pushing Norwalk out of the way, driving them off spots. Like you see here, holes just open up.
Brockington touchdown. There you have it. That's number 22 on the season, and it looked good. Tiffin scores again here as they put up their second touchdown in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, you see that graphic had the big man on it? And he can thank them for that touchdown, of course. Really impressed with the offensive line the last 2 drives. See here on the replay, Brockington, again, just untouched, cuts through,
Yep.
Great vision, in for 6.
Big boys are moving people. It makes it easy as a running back. So the PAT is up, and it's good. That's going to mean 13-0, Tiffin over Norwalk. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. We'll be back.
You're watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For high school students, this can be a fun time of year. Prom, graduation, summer vacations, etc. Sometimes students will attend parties that permit underage drinking.
There are serious legal consequences and liability issues for parents who serve alcohol to underage students. This could include fines, lawsuits, and even jail time.
Parents can be held responsible for underage drinking, even if they're not home when it happens. The best gift you can give your child is to be their parent, not their friend.
Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most.
Buckeye IT Services is a trusted partner for cybersecurity, fully managed and co-managed IT support. Municipalities, financial organizations, and mature businesses turn to them to eliminate IT stress and enable growth. Visit BuckeyeIT.com today to start your partnership. Make sure to check out this week's edition of the Heart of Ohio Sports Observer by Josh Morgret on Heart of Ohio.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. We're in Norwalk, and Tiffin Columbian has opened up a 13-0 lead over the Truckers on Friday the 13th.
It's fitting.
Let's just hope those aren't the last points that they score tonight. Hate to curse them by invoking Friday the 13th.
Taking a look at freshman quarterback Viak, Braden Viak, 6'1", 160. Again, tall task ahead of him.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. And it's going to be number 28, Canales. He's got some space across midfield, taken down inside the 40-yard line. Mason Canales. 1st down, Truckers.
Canales, a senior running back, does a really good job reading the blocks. He's following the big man out in front, cut back.
And it's going to be Canales again as he bounces his way forward for a short gain.
And he just looked like the fastest player on the field.
And he's got great size. He's listed at 5'10", 175 pounds. A stout back who's showing great vision, and as you saw in that replay, able to cut it up and make something when given an opportunity. So 2nd and 8 from the 43. Low snap. Viak jump pass to Rothar. He's got space. 1st down and a little bit more. Wow, look at that. Leveled his shoulder down and knocked number 8, A.J. Hickman, backwards.
We'll take a look. Good presence, good awareness to pick up the low snap. Doesn't let him phase. Play continues, reads the pressure.
Pass, very Tebow-esque. And Rothar did the rest right there. 1st and 10 from the 20. Norwalk's got it moving. Canales, he's going to be corralled and taken down right around the line of scrimmage. You know, Norwalk, their offense has looked really good in spurts. But it seems like first one, the interception, of course, but then unable to just connect. And it's that penalty, that one mistake, it just kind of costs them each time. Here we go. Viak stepping up, tucks it down. He's got pressure. He's going to be hit a couple times. He's still going. He's a little magician down there as he picks up a few yards. Oh, there's that freshman toughness you like to see. Wow, he just would not go down. Look at this. 1 missed tackle, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 missed tackles on that one as Viak just kept working his way forward, and he's got a 7-yard gain as his reward. 3rd and 3 Canales up the middle, close to that first down marker. Should be enough. Yes, indeed. So it's going to bring up 1st and goal for Norwalk.
Man, if you're one of the head coaches here for Norwalk, you're looking at Viak and saying, all right, well, hey, we got this kid for 4 years.
Mobile, athletic, you can work with it. And looky there. Oh, just missed his wide open receiver there. It looked like it was Jamison Poole, the intended receiver. Had a step, just not able to stick it on his numbers.
Yeah, that's 6. If Viak's able to put that a little bit closer in reach, that was right at the pylon.
So very athletic, but a little inconsistent with his passing so far. But, freshman, there's a lot you can do with it. Canales drugged to the ground, meanwhile. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, I don't know about inconsistent necessarily. The balls are there. He had the one bad interception to start things off. And since then, man, his Columbian pressure has been getting to him, so kind of doesn't have enough time.
You think it's more the byproduct of what's in front of him? There you go, steps up. He's got Rothar again. They've got a great connection right there as Rothar has been the reliable receiver, and he's just catching everything coming his way.
Yeah, like I said earlier, again, aside from the 2 bad throws, or maybe now 3, Viak is impressing me a lot right now.
Here we go, 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. Let's see if the freshman can do something, and coach wants a timeout as Keith Mora runs out on the field, and he's like, we need to talk about this. So that's the first timeout for Norwalk, and they're going to try to get on the same page and dial something up that's going to work. I want to make sure that we thank some of our sponsors here. Buckeye IT, trusted partner in IT solutions in Northwest Ohio. They serve all of our customers, commercial, residential, municipal, does not matter. They cover it. They start by building a relationship with you and your company, and then the services, they want to get to know your points of need so that they can help you with all the technology that they've got at their disposal so that your business is successful. They work with you to tailor that solution around some of the best practices in Ohio using state-of-the-art equipment so that they can eliminate your IT pain. Make sure that you visit BuckeyeIT.com. Schedule your consultation today. All right, so the Truckers down there on the field called a timeout. They needed to get their offense on the same page. They've got a huge 4th down coming up here. 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. And if you're Keith Mora in the gang, you want to put up points because you're close. And that was one of the things he said in pregame as we had a chance to chat with him. He's like, look, you got to score points. We're going to spread them out, see what we can do. Here you go, Canales. He's got some space. He jumps in for the touchdown. Mason Canales, touchdown, Truckers.
There's a flag on the close side of the field.
Let's see if, oh no, and it's coming back.
Illegal formation call.
Mora not happy right now as the Truckers had 6, and now they got to give it back. That's their 2nd penalty of the night. First one forced them to turn it over on downs because they couldn't pick up 17 yards. This one took a touchdown away, so bad timing on those penalties.
Yeah, now when you're at a little bit of an awkward distance, 8 yards to go, means you're probably having to throw the ball here. We'll see.
All right, 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. Viak rolls to his right. He's dancing around, jump shot, throws it. Got him in! There you go!
My goodness!
Sam Connick pulls the rabbit out of the hat, but there's another flag on the field. Oh! Right by the play where Connick caught it. 2 flags down. Let's see if this one is against the Truckers or Tiffin. It's against the Truckers.
Well, take a look at this replay. They're saying it was a push-off. Wow, it looks like he was swallowed up. There was nowhere to go. He just pops it up like Tebow, like you said.
And the flag came out immediately, so that's the second consecutive flag that has taken a touchdown away from Norwalk. And instead of what was a 4th and 3, they now give it away because Judd Lutz declined. No, it's
accepted the penalty.
They accepted, of course.
23.
It's going to be 4th and 23. So they've 2 penalties have cost them 20 yards and 2 touchdowns. It's going to be timeout Tiffin. And I think both sides need to regroup after some of that. I want to take a moment, make sure that we thank Xcaray Mexican Restaurant, our pregame sponsor. One of the best Mexican restaurants in the Tiffin community. Stop in, check out their new look menu. Delicious new items up and down the list. To gather your friends, get together, order some queso. You know you deserve it. It's amazing. You don't want to miss it, especially on a cool night like tonight. Treat yourself to some of the best Mexican food in the area. Again, located Tiffin, Ohio, in the Tiffin Mall.
Yeah, you mentioned it's cool out. Time for the Steinman Signs and Graphics Inc. weather report. It's 57 degrees right now. Expecting rain a little later on in the night. Hopefully we'll get this one out of the way before that happens, but this is football weather.
It's beautiful. Week 9, couldn't dial it up better. Now, with this 4th and 23 coming up, again, 2 consecutive penalties now have taken touchdowns away and pushed the Truckers back to the 23-yard line. So let's see what they were able to dial up there. Viak, he's going to sling it. He's got a man. Oh, and just knocked away. Oh, great job by Jack Newlove as he's able to knock that ball away and stop what could have been a sure touchdown for the Truckers.
Turnover on downs. Let's take a look.
Boom.
Plays the ball, gets there on time.
And the fans don't like it. Yeah. After a couple of penalties, one of which was pass interference, they're looking at Newlove thinking that he got a little too close to the receiver on that one.
Well, I do think the fans have something to say for sure. That it was kind of a soft OPI in the end zone, which took away the touchdown, and then that call. You can understand the frustration.
So as it stands, 123, 122 here in the first quarter, and Brockington gets another first down. He's got more space across midfield. Nobody's going to stop him. Oh, there you go. Rothar pushes him out of bounds.
Rothar Hurges said, not so fast. Again, just outside, knows when to cut it. It has been an absolute pleasure watching him run the football this year.
Rothar got juked once, but not the second time as he hustled down the field and knocked Brockington out of bounds to prevent the touchdown. Huge gain for Damian Brockington. It's 1st and 10 from the 27. Corper on the reception. He's got a little space too, working around Rothar. And Corper keeps working his way up close to that 10-yard marker. First down, Tiffin. They're just picking on Rothar right now.
It's another bubble. They've ran this play a couple times tonight. Corper, I mean, he's just an athlete with the ball in his hands.
You got to wonder, Rothar, two-way star there for the Truckers. How tired are you going to get? All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line for Tiffin. And it's going to be Brockington up the middle. And he's going to be taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. Canales with the tackle there. So running back v. running back. And the Truckers win on that one. Missed opportunities for the Truckers so far tonight. Their last offensive drive, 2 costly penalties kept them out of the end zone. Of course, they had an interception a little bit earlier and a turnover on downs. So they've been able to move the ball well, just not been able to punch it in for some points. And talking about punching it in, Damian Brockington, number 23 on the year.
Untouched up the middle again. Damian Brockington cements himself as one of the best running backs, not in the conference, in all of Division III football. I mean, look at him. I tell you what, the offensive line is really what makes it happen.
I had a chance to talk to Damien's grandmother, and you talk about everything he's done out on the field, and she's just beaming about him and so proud of him. Such an amazing young man, very talented football player, obviously, but he's getting it done tonight. So, Damien, you're making Grandma proud.
That's the important thing, right?
That's right. PAT's up and good. It's 20-0. Tiffin with a commanding lead here in the first quarter of play.
Oh, Connor Harp almost making that block on the extra point.
I want to take a moment to thank some of our other sponsors, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. They've been part of the community for 70 years, member-driven financial cooperative, and they're delighted to provide personal touch to what can be an impersonal industry. Focus on respect, member satisfaction. They care about all of your financial needs. Stop in at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin, Ohio. Your community, your legacy, federally insured NCUA. Zach, you're talking about legacy just a moment ago with Damian Brockington. He's certainly carving out a niche for himself this season. Is that the understatement of the year?
Well, I don't think it's just this season. I mean, we saw it last year, too.
Rothar with the return. He's going to be drugged down around that 25-yard line.
Really, his career here at Columbian, I mean, he has developed into just a star here.
And you hate to see it, but, I mean, he's a senior this season. And you got Coach Mora right there on the screen. He's got to come up with a way to stop him or slow him down, and that's a tough task to come up with. Tiffin's playmakers just wreaking havoc on the offensive side, and Truckers, like I said, offense has done a good job of moving the ball, but they got to punch it in for some points.
Well, ahead of the second quarter here, like you said, Coach Mora trying to come up with a game plan. Pretty simple. Your offense really just needs to string a couple more of those plays together. We saw that last drive. I mean, they can drive down the field. They just need to avoid, the self-inflicted wounds, the penalties, turnovers, and then on the defensive side of the ball, your defensive line needs to step up. Right now, they are getting manhandled. They're getting pushed off spots. Brockington, I mean, you could park a truck in the holes that they're making right now. So it's going to be the key to this game going forward.
Yep.
Can the Truckers defense step up? Because their offense down 20-0, but they're playing well.
They are. They really are. All right, so let's see what they can come up with here. They strung together a couple of great plays last time, and it's going to be Canales. Had a lot of success on the last drive. He gets the first carry on this one. Earlier in the game, they were rotating back and forth between Canales and Helton. Canales, though, getting back-to-back drives. 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line for the Truckers. Canales again right up the middle, and it's going to be big number 73, Willman, with the tackle. Bradley Willman in on the tackle there. Just got to make sure I say hi to Grandma and Grandpa for you, Bradley. I'm very proud of you. And they asked me to name you at least 3 or 4 times tonight.
Stacking the box here. They're trying to show pressure. It comes.
Viak tosses Rothar. He's got it. 50, 40. He's running away. Gooding grabs him from behind and drags him down. Oh, Ben Rothar. Ooh, what a back.
I have never heard you that excited. Oh, my goodness. Take a look at this. I mean, that ball, perfect back shoulder.
Wow.
In the face of pressure, like we said,
yeah.
Viak playing a heck of a game so far.
Newlove was in great position, but what a throw, what a catch. Truckers are in business. First down, Canales inside the 5, and wow, they won't die. They're playing hard for Coach Mora here.
You know, we thought that Columbian has shored up that defense. See if they can bend but don't break here.
Canales powers his way forward close to the goal line. Truckers want those points right now. Man, new quarter, new team. They're coming for the Tornadoes right now. And wow, looking good. All right, first and goal from the 1. Canales hit behind the line.
What a
nowhere
play.
to go.
That's Brady Bunnell. Untouched up the middle. He jumped the snap count perfect right there. Boom. Hit in his tracks. That's a big stop for this defense.
2nd and 4 for the Truckers here. Viak rolling to his right, slings it, knocked away. Intended receiver, Jamison Poole, unable to bring it in. Great defense there by A.J. Hickman. And now it's 3rd and goal for Norwalk. And, of course, this is where they struggled on that last drive. Penalties pushed them back, and they just weren't able to connect.
So that last play to me seemed like a RPO, the run-pass option. If it wasn't there, he had the pitch man. I think he could have taken it himself.
I was thinking the same thing there as Canales buried behind the line. Yeah, Viak, very athletic. We've seen it. Why not use it?
It's Bunnell again gets in there. Yeah, like you said, I think he was trying to force that one right at the goal line where now they're backed all the way up down to about the 8.
What was a 4th and goal from the
inside the 1.
Inside the 1 is now a 4th and goal from the 10-yard line here. Viak rolls to his right. He's got pressure. Jump pass, throws it up. Rothar, he's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown Norwalk. Ben Rothar should have went to him in the first place. Ooh, what a drive for Ben Rothar.
Take a look at that graphic. Oh, Greg Kinn.
Truckers, touchdown. Man, Ben Rothar, he had a huge first down catch earlier. This one's even bigger because it gives him 6 points.
Yeah, one-on-one. Goes up and mosses. Again, it's like just a wheel route. The quarterback again, the jump pass. As Norwalk's a man short. What was the long snapper?
Yeah, Norwalk gets a touchdown. PAT's up. It is good. It is now 20-7. Norwalk making a little noise here in the 2nd quarter of play.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. We're in Norwalk, Ohio, as the Truckers just drove down the field, put up a touchdown, and they're making this one a sporting match. Tiffin has a 20-7 lead, and they're going to have to respond to a really tough Truckers football team. Corper, yeah, there's your response, 30, 35, 40. He's taking it up midfield. He's still moving, drug down around the 45-yard line. Huge block back at the 25-yard line that allowed Corper to turn it up. Take a look at this.
Pop. That's able to work. The receiving team, Columbian, they're able to stay in their lane, stay on a man, hat on a hat. The Corper can just read it.
Great special teams play. Jack Corper and the rest of the gang there, as you've got great field position. Now you only need to drive 46 yards.
Here comes Braden Rogo. You see him right there. I'm expecting he's going to be handing the ball off quite a good deal on this drive.
Brockington, hot hand tonight, as he's got 2 touchdowns already, 23 on the season. He gets another carry here, and look at him work his magic as it takes most of the defense to stop him on that one. Brockington, short gain. Bring up 2nd down for Tiffin. Fake to Brockington. Rogo's going deep. He's got Corper. Corper connects. 10, 5, touchdown, Tiffin. Jack Corper with a 45-yard touchdown strike. And just like that, Tiffin takes those points back.
Well, the play action can work when you got a run game. That's exactly what it is here. We'll see it again. Snap, fake handoff, over the top, wide open. Corper blows by that number 22 for Norwalk. An easy 6 points there for Columbian.
Yeah, Rogo put it right on that number 4, and Jack Corper did the rest as he scampered in for a touchdown. 45 yards. PAT is up, and it is good. It is now 27-7. Here from Norwalk, Ohio. We've got about 8 minutes left in the first half of play. Of course, make sure you stay tuned here. We've got our post-game, or not a post-game, our halftime show coming up, our Buckeye IT halftime show. You can take a look at the Marching 120 from Tiffin, Ohio. We'll also watch the Truckers Marching Band. Of course, we'll take a look at all of our scores around the area. And make sure you stay tuned. Go to Facebook, click subscribe at Heart of Ohio Sports. You can see us on Twitch. You can see us on YouTube. Click subscribe, follow us, do it all right now so you get updates, notifications of all of Ohio's football action here, especially with postseason coming up soon.
I want to take just a second to look at Carter Harp, number 6 for Norwalk, right on the 45-yard line. You see him there with the yellow arm sleeves. On every single one of these Columbian kicks, he has been just centimeters away from blocking him, so he might get one tonight.
All right, here we go. It's going to be Ware with the return, who's going to be hit hard right around the 27-yard line. And the Truckers offense, a lot of success on that last drive, punched it in. Let's see if they can do that again tonight, Zach. So, of course, that last drive, one of these successful moments there is the connection that we saw between Viak and Rothar, and it led to points. Canales hit by a brick wall.
Yeah, that connection happens when you're able to spread the field out, and you're able to do that by handing Canales the ball, pick up a couple chunk yards. I mean, if you remember last drive, you know, their first run went for 5, then for 3, and just picking up those intermediate chunks of yardage really help your offense out.
Viak going deep, and he's got Rothar, who's hit by Newlove. Fans are livid. Coaches are unhappy. Newlove, no penalty there.
So we'll take a look at it. The explanation has to be that wasn't a catchable ball because the DB Newlove all over him. Yeah, right there. That's.
Yep. It was a close one.
It was a close one. Now, that's 2 calls tonight that I think the Truckers have had go against them that maybe should not have.
Especially with the tit-for-tat penalty that they had that took points away.
That's what I was talking about, the offensive OPI.
Viak unable to connect with his intended receiver, Kessler.
Now, if you take a look there, the Truckers' offensive line kind of resorted to not plan B. This is plan like X or Y or Z or something. You're cutting blocking to get that defensive line just out of the face of the quarterback, throw a short screen, short bubble pass, whatever. But again, it's not typically a great sign for your offense when you're calling that play
in. Low snap, low punt, nice roll. 30, right around the 30-yard line there. So disaster avoided by Tommy Vanderpool as he had to dig that out of the turf and got a punt away. Want to make sure we thank more of our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports: Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Buckeye IT Services, Excare Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Lee's Floor Covering, Little Hugo's Ice Cream, 5-Star Maintenance, DAH Wraps, Klaus Electric, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Circle H Tire, Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte Inn, Tiffin, Benchwarmers, Mercy Health, Burns Electric, Pit Stop, and Hoffman Gottfried Mack Funeral Home and Crematorium. Oh, nearly intercepted by Austin Ware. Man, he could have taken that to the house, Zach.
Yeah, it was a bad ball from Rogo. Kind of surprising because the coverage was just so soft. Needs to zip that one into the receiver.
Again, want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. And you see there Ware had it in his hands.
Yeah, that ball needs to be put on the receiver faster. We know Rogo's capable of doing that, and he does it all the time.
Pitch it to Brockington off to the right side. Got a few blockers. He's going to cut it back up, put his shoulder down, and short gain on the play.
Either way, fortunate that wasn't a turnover.
Yeah, Ware, he had it, and he had daylight as well. And talk about making this a close contest. Stuff like that can help tighten this ball game up.
Well, you hear about in basketball, and it's absolutely true. Sometimes you can be a little too wide open.
Ware was wide open. Brockington first down and more as he's drugged down around the 46-yard line. Tornadoes keep the drive alive and chains moving. Got 6:19 left in the first half of play. Flag down on the field there. See what this one's for.
Holding, offense, number 15. 10 yards from the previous spot, third down.
Holding penalty on the Tornadoes. That's going to take them back 10 yards. So instead of what was a first down, now they're looking at a third down do-over. So it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 27-yard line. And Tiffin, they're going to have to pick up a few yards here to keep this drive moving. Rogo looking to pass it. Corper open, got him, first down. Well, there you have it. That's how you get a first down, Zach.
Yeah, the Truckers played cover 6 defense, but way, way too soft. Corper, I mean, he was practically handed a first down.
Absolutely. Wide open Jack Corper, and he's having a heck of a ball game. Put up a touchdown earlier on a 45-yard catch and run. Nice first down catch there. Doing a pretty good job. All right, 1st and 10 from the 41. Rogo connects with Rogo. Braden to Bryce. Good connection there. The Tiffin twins. And that'll bring up 2nd and short for the Tornadoes. There you have it. Bryce Rogo. Nice grab. He really does it all, Zach. He blocks, he catches, he's plays a little defense from time to time.
How about that cinematic camera work from Connor Roush out there?
Rogo sticking with it. First down and more. Ball on the turf, but they're saying it was already down, so they're going to call him dead at the 35. First down for Columbian.
I just want to say, Connor, I'm watching you out there. That was phenomenal work. Always does a great job. Rogo bumbling stuff, and that ball comes out at the end.
All in the details, Zach. All in the details.
Now, that's not it. Connor, what is the actual saying?
The proof is in the detail.
The proof is in the
details.
I know you get it wrong every week, but I wasn't sure how.
We've got the president and CEO, as Gooding's pushed out of bounds. President and CEO of Roush Detailing, slumming it with us on Friday nights. No, he's not slumming it. He's having some fun, and you see the handiwork that he's got going on here every single week.
Good pitch and catch on the outside to Gooding.
First and 10 from the 14. It's going to be Brockington. Touchdown.
Oh! Damian Brockington again.
Third of the night.
Third of the night. We'll take a look here. The replay, a little bit of replay inception going on. But again, Damian Brockington is just so impressive. Able to just move on that block like a surfer on the waves.
Damian Brockington continues to amaze. His third touchdown of the night. His 24th of the season. Not too bad.
How many is he going to end up by the end of the year? 30?
I don't know. Coach Lutz, before the game, PAT up and good, refused to mention next week's opponent, so we won't either. 34-7, Tiffin over the Truckers with 5:27 left in the first half of play. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports from Norwalk, Ohio, and if you missed it, Damian Brockington scored his third touchdown of the evening and has given Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes a 34-7 lead over the hometown Norwalk Truckers. All right, well, let's see how Norwalk responds. Last drive, they were able to punch it in, put some points up. Or no, it was the drive before, and it was Rothar who was able to pull that one in. So it kind of seems their offense goes as Rothar goes, at least when it comes to the passing game.
Certainly been the main target tonight. See him right there on the screen. Slot receiver.
Bottom of the screen here. He's a big fella. 6'3", 205 pounds, can run. And, oh, great play by Jack Newlove. Wow.
Yeah, Newlove in perfect position. Gets his head around in time. Bats up a first down.
Yeah. All the attention there on Rothar. And Newlove just does nothing but stay in his part of the field. Knocks it away again. He's got a lot of action tonight. A lot of those contested throws knocked away by Jack Newlove. Oh, wow. Just body slammed. Viak was just body slammed to the ground by Brady Bunnell.
That one hurt, Dom. I tell you, pressure came.
I feel it from up here.
They send the blitz on the outside right there. You see Bunnell creeping up right off the outside.
And kaboom.
And that's part of the problem when you leave your feet to try to throw these jump passes.
Yeah, we were talking.
If you get hit, we were talking earlier, if you get hit, it's going to feel a whole lot worse than if your feet were on the ground.
Yeah, we're talking off camera a little bit about those jump passes. At what point does it become a problem? And I think maybe that's one example of when it could become a problem. Timeout Norwalk, their second of the first half. About 5:02. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back.
For high school students, this can be a fun time of year. Prom, graduation, summer vacations, etc. Sometimes students will attend parties that permit underage drinking.
There are serious legal consequences and liability issues for parents who serve alcohol to underage students. This could include fines, lawsuits, and even jail time.
Parents can be held responsible for underage drinking, even if they're not home when it happens. The best gift you can give your child is to be their parent, not their friend.
Don't be a party to teenage drinking. Parents who host lose the most.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, and right now, Big second down and 21 coming for the Truckers as they had the timeout down on the field. Want to get things straight. Of course, they are buried on the 15-yard line, so they've got to make up some ground here, and they're trailing. Only 5 minutes left in the first half. Good news, Norwalk will get the ball first in the second half, so they're going to want to make the most of this opportunity before time expires in the second quarter. So 2nd and 21, here we go. Viak tosses it to Rothar. Rothar works his way up close to the first down marker there. Looks like he's going to be taken down around the 33-yard line.
So the scoreboard is a little bit behind. So that was 3rd down, big chunk yards. Now it's 4th and
coming
short.
Up here.
The offense is going to stay on the field. Just we're all caught up.
4th and 4 after the Rothar gain. Low snap, Viak, trouble, buried. Yep, there you have it. Among those standing on top of Viak, you know it, number 73, Bradley Willman and his friends.
Yeah, Bunnell in there again. Willman, like I mentioned. Now that's the 2nd or 3rd low snap of the night that's really caused a problem. There have been a couple more outside of that, so that needs to get cleaned up.
And Bunnell has just been all over the field. You see him there with Coach Lutz. He's been all over the field creating all sorts of problems. He's got a sack, a couple of pressures to go with it. Just a force on the defensive side. Here we go, Brockington time again as Damian steps out of bounds. Nice little gain there on first down. Of course, Norwalk, they turned it over on downs because of the sack.
Take a look at his foot here. He tried to plead his case that he didn't step out of bounds. I don't know if I saw any white there, but.
Just excellent change of direction. Even if he did step out of bounds, you got to marvel at that agility. So 2nd and 3rd from the 19-yard line here. Tiffin's got 3 wideouts at the top of the screen. Rogo connects with Brockington at the top of the screen, but it's Rothar who drags him to the ground for a loss. Rothar was not fooled at all as he saw it coming all the way.
Well, it wasn't just not fooled, but he played all the way through the block. Look at that. He takes the contact, pushes, was that Corper off the spot?
Corper, 170 pounds. Rothar, 205 pounds.
And had a head start.
Rothar wins. Yep.
He had that head start coming downhill. Corper just got blown up.
He did. Not much you could do there. 3rd and 5 from the 21-yard line for Tiffin. And timeout on the field.
Yeah, that was a good timeout there. You see the receivers.
Yeah, Coach Lutt's not happy about something as he's having a conversation with his quarterback.
Well, the receivers there were a little confused on the play call. The clock got all the way down to 6. So good timeout there.
3:33 left in the first half of play. Make sure you stay tuned right here at Heart of Ohio Sports for our Buckeye IT halftime show. Of course, we're going to be featuring the amazing Marching 120 led by Director Mike Meadows. The Tiffin Marching Band will be out there on the field. We'll have a chance to see the Norwalk Truckers Marching Band as well. And then we'll take a look around the area and check in on all of your high school football scores as we look forward to playoffs. It's week 9 and playoffs are in the air here. Of course, Norwalk, they need a victory tonight to keep that dream alive. And Tiffin, they've got a big showdown coming up next week with Perkins.
Yeah, if I remember correctly right now, Columbian 3rd in Division 3.
Ooh.
Good job getting rid of the ball there.
Yep, incomplete pass as Rogo hammered by number 71 on the play. Landon Ward.
But anyway, like we're saying, Columbian's slotted to have home field advantage for the playoffs right now. A win here certainly keeps that up.
Judd Lutz, before the game, he just kept going on and on and on. I poked and prodded and tried to get him to talk about Perkins, and he refused. He was razor sharp, super focused, and his team has been very focused tonight. They got that nice 34-7 lead so far. Rogo, touchdown, Rogo. Yep. More points here for Tiffin.
You see the defenders there pleading their case for some kind of OPI. There was definitely contact. We'll take a look right here. See the defender. It's number 13, Nate Kessler. Beat 40-7. Here, we're not even to halftime yet. Not even to the 2-minute warning.
Tiffin's got a commanding lead here, and 3:21 left in the contest. Rogo putting the icing on the cake there with a nice touchdown catch, and that PAT's up and it's good. So it's now 41-7. The Tornadoes are storming tonight.
So we'll talk about the running clock. It can be used in the first half if agreed upon. We seldom see that happen, so in all likelihood, we'll see this at the start of the next half, but the clock is to be stopped only for the following: the official's timeout or injury timeout, a charged timeout by either team, a change of possession, the end of the third quarter, any score occurs, and then any extended delay signaled by the referee. So again, really, as long as there are no timeouts or scores, that clock will keep moving.
Connor, I wonder if Coach Lutz will start talking about Perkins after halftime.
You know we still have a second half here, so no Lutz. I think all the
no luck, no dice. Of course, Connor, phenomenal job on the camera, but he's sneaky too, as he likes to catch those coaches off guard and try to pick up their keys for the second half. Of course, our keys to the game always brought to you by Lee's Floor Covering, as we cover all the football action on the field and off the field here. And we're certainly going to keep you connected as we'll try to pick up some clues and tips for the second half. As we have mentioned a few times here in the first half, both coaches super focused. Judd Lutz, his boys had an excellent week of practice, and I think you can see the product of that work here. And you've got Coach Mora. His boys, they've got to spread it out and make up for the loss of a key cog in their offense. And so far, they just have not been able to keep up with the Tornadoes.
As we're approaching halftime here, let's take a look at the First National Bank of Sycamore area scoreboard. Lakota up 48-0 over St. Joe Central Catholic. Gibsonburg, Margaretta at halftime. Margaretta up 14-0.
Viak throws it short, incomplete. Kessler, the intended receiver.
Calvert all over Willard. Willard looking to stay undefeated, 21-0 in the second.
They've got a big showdown coming up next week as well. Hopewell Loudon, which is where we will travel.
Speaking of, they're up 28 over Woodmore, 28-20.
That's what I like to hear. Two undefeated teams in week 10. Could not ask for more. Viak tosses it to Rothar. He's undercut at the 30-yard line. Short gain.
Winford over Seneca East, 33-6. Colonel Crawford all over Mohawk, 34-0. Not too many close scores around the area tonight.
4th and 6 for Norwalk. Clock is down to 2:15, 2:14 in the first half here. Truckers are going for it.
I like that they're going 4 down. Basically,
what do you have to lose?
They've been doing it the entire game. What do you have to lose?
Of course, play call not able to get in, and that's the end of their play clock. So timeout Truckers before the play clock, and they're going to talk about it here. So they've got a big 4th and 6 coming up from the 31-yard line. I wonder, Zach, are they going to continue to keep the offense out there and go for it, or is that just to see what the defense shows you?
Well, almost certainly you're going for it if you're keeping your offense out like that. I would expect they're going to put Viak in motion one way or the other, get him on his feet, get him moving.
You know what's something I would love to see?
Yeah.
Straight quarterback keeper. Just roll them out, let them run straight up.
Well, you could do that, but the problem is on these 3rd and 4th downs, Tiffin's been sending a lot of pressure, especially up the gut. So I'd like to see if Columbian comes out. What kind of look? Maybe they will send the punt team out. After all that.
Yep. Tommy Vanderpool, he's back there. He did a great job of scooping up a low snap on the last one, and he was able to flip the field. Wobbly snap. Kick's going to go out of bounds right around the 45, 46-yard line.
So 2-minute drill for Columbian. Let's see how they handle it. Do they want to go down and put up more points? Do they want to run out the clock? They have some options here. And I would not be surprised if, well, they do both at the same time by handing the ball off to Brockington 3 or 4 times and he punches it himself.
Yeah. Well, I see a new player down there. Brady Bennell, the standout defender, he's in on offense.
A running back.
Yep. Give the big boy some carries. Here we go, Bennell, and look at that. First down, Bennell.
Yeah, big boy's rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling all the way down to a first down.
I think he hit at least 3 defenders on the way there, and he just shakes his head, and he's like, that's how we roll. All right, Brady Bennell getting some touches here on offense and making the most of it as he picks up 10 yards and the first down on his first carry. Bennell again right up the middle, shoulder down, but it's going to be Canales who pushes him backwards. Mason Canales, strong tackle.
It met him in the hole. There's a 2 or 3 yard gain. Held his ground. Canales playing through the echo of the whistle.
Canales, a tough runner of his own, taking on the defensive assignment right there and comes up with a big stop. 2nd and 8 is Rogo looks to pass, and he's got Rogo. That should be enough for a first down. Excellent route by Bryce Rogo as he turned and pivoted right at that first down marker. First down, Tiffin.
Brockington comes back in.
40 seconds left in the first half of play.
Hurry
Rogo,
up offense.
He's going to be hit as he throws it. Gooding drops it. Incomplete.
That one's on Gooding 100%.
He had it.
In the hands again. Like we said earlier, sometimes you can be too wide open. Gooding had to split the safeties, but other than that.
Gooding had a heck of a game last week. Nearly 100 yards, a couple of touchdowns. Been pretty quiet so far tonight as Corper has kind of taken center stage. Had an opportunity to pick up some big yardage there, just not able to bring it in. 32 seconds left in the first half of play. Rogo rolling out to his left, slings it to Rogo, pushed out of bounds for a short gain. With 25 seconds left, make sure you stay here for our halftime show, Buckeye IT halftime show, that is. Again, we'll take another look at those scores that Zach mentioned a little bit ago. We'll look check in on the Tiffin Columbian marching 120. And just recap all of tonight's action here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
So Columbian takes their final timeout. Both teams empty on that front. Lutz, again, wants to be aggressive. Try to enter the half up another score.
At what point, Zach, put your coach's hat on, at what point does this become more about next week and less about this week?
Well, that's hard to say, right? Because you never want to shift your focus. I mean, it's not impossible, right? If Columbia put up 41 in the first half, who's to say the Truckers couldn't do it in the second? But with that being said, I think you're definitely to the point where, all right, your backups are getting playing time. You're going to use Brockington less. You might use your receivers a little less. Right, get some other people some touches. Make sure everybody's healthy going into that big week next week.
They got Perkins coming to Tiffin, Ohio next week. It'll be a big-time showdown of the top couple of teams in the area.
Yeah, all eyes are on that game.
3rd and 4 here. Rogo slings it. He's got Corper first down and a little bit more as he's inside the 10-yard line. Corper up on his feet quickly as Tiffin hurries up to the line. It looks like he might spike it, stop that clock. Yes, he does. 16 seconds as he spikes it, and it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Tornadoes. When we walk into halftime, make sure that you go to YouTube, click subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports, the X stream. You can also check out the A stream there. X stream is what you're watching right now here with Tiffin Columbian commanding 41-7 lead over the Truckers. Check us out on Facebook and at heartofohiosports.com as well.
All right, they're going to hurry up to the ball. You see a new lineup coming in. They're going to try to kick it.
Look at that exchange.
5, 4, 3. Let's see if they can get this snap off in time.
They did. Wow. Field goals up and good. Wow, they swapped out an entire team there.
I have never seen such a...
Do you practice that?
Such an efficient field goal change. 44-7 at the half.
Incredible. So halftime from Norwalk, Ohio. Columbian Tornadoes 44. Norwalk Truckers 7. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
He would be proud. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, and it's halftime from Norwalk, Ohio. And with a 44-7 lead, Tiffin has everything going for them right now. And we're going to get our first opportunity tonight to check out the Marching 120, the Tiffin Columbian Marching Band led by Mike Meadows, phenomenal human being. And, of course, Mr. Thacker down there on the field as well, right around the 50-yard line there. And I think they're just waiting for the officials to get out of the way because the Tiffin Band, all 120 of them, just standing there waiting to get things going. So we're going to put you down on the field, and we're going to let you enjoy some of the musical stylings of the Columbian Marching Band. And the officials are like, let's go.
We direct your attention to the north sideline as we welcome the pride of Tiffin Columbian High School, the 2023 edition of our Marching 120. The Tiffin Columbian Band, Flag Dance, and Majorette Squad. Our band is under the direction of Mr. Michael Meadows, with Assistant Director Mr. Trent Thacker. Our Flag and Dance Squad are under the direction of Mrs. Danielle Luce, assisted by Brooke Tice and Katie Gillig. Our Majorette Coach is Mrs. Casey Kilrani. We begin this evening with a drill to a 2014 hit by the group Walk the Moon. This song comes from their third studio album, Taking It Hard. It made it to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It's been used on several shows. Watch and listen now as the band plays and drills to Shut Up and Dance. The year was 2022, and the women of our flag dance and majorette squad danced to this Billboard Hot 100 hit. It stayed #1 for 15 weeks, and the women now dance to As It Was.
You're watching our Buckeye IT halftime show here at Heart of Ohio Sports. The Marching 120, the Tiffin Columbian Marching Band, led by director Mike Meadows, just wrapping up their halftime show. But stay tuned, stay right here. We've got the Norwalk Truckers Marching Band coming out on the field.
Tonight's show features music selected by our class of 2024. We begin with a Michael Jackson hit that had its United States release in 1984. Here is Thriller. All they care about is little. Was a 2013 hit for Lady Gaga, featuring senior majorette Savannah Larson. We continue our show with applause.
You're watching the Heart of Ohio Buckeye IT halftime show from Norwalk, Ohio. See the marching Norwalk Truckers band doing a great job coming off the field there. You can see in the background, you've got the Tiffin Columbian football team back out onto the field, getting warmed up, getting ready for the second half of play. And of course, you've got the Truckers off there to the left side, getting ready to go for a second half of action. Our halftime score here, 44-7. Tornadoes have the lead over the Truckers. Of course, Norwalk, they're going to get the football back first here in the second half. And if you go back and review some of the first half action, you can see that a couple of mistakes cost the Truckers some points with penalties, but then also an interception helped Tiffin pick up some points here. So it's been really all Tiffin. As Damian Brockington, he's got 3 rushing touchdowns on the night. You've got Rogo. He's quarterback Rogo, Braden Rogo. He's got his own touchdown. And then his brother, Bryce Rogo, also picking up another touchdown. And then right before halftime, in world record, we'll say. Well, maybe not world record, but high school record, perhaps. Judd Lutz doing a phenomenal job getting his entire special teams kicking unit onto the field in seconds, being able to put it up and get 3 more points before halftime. 44-7. That's where your lead comes from here. Zach, as you look back on the first half of play, what are some of the things that really stood out to you in tonight's contest?
Well, Columbian is dominating the trenches on both sides of the ball. And that's why the score is what it is. They're able to run the ball. They're able to rush the passer. And up front, Columbian, again, it's just dominance. Now, I will say, Braden Viak, again, maybe not the best stat line, but he has impressed me a great deal with his pocket awareness. He's going the right places with the ball. So he's making the right reads. He's scrambling. He's got time. He's a mobile guy. So, again.
Yeah, Viak, just a freshman, so he's really being thrust in. And look, this Tiffin football team, it's a really good football team. And for that young man to kind of stand out to you, that's a big accomplishment in itself.
It is, absolutely. And again, you're not going to win this game. But it is a bright spot for the future, right? You have this
Definitely.
Guy that
4 more years, or 3 more years.
Yeah,
I can do my math.
3 years, again. So the future's looking bright there. If you are from Norwalk, we'll make the point again. 30-point running clock. If Norwalk comes out and scores a touchdown, that clock keeps moving. So I would expect we're going to see, all right, what happens with your starters? Because I think this is the main thing, right? You want to rest up, be easy for Perkins next week. And I think if you send your offense back out to the field, it certainly is, I don't know, dependent on whatever Norwalk does. If they go right down the field and score, maybe you send your starters out, maybe not. Maybe you play him for the first half of the third quarter, maybe not. Again, this is up to Coach Lutz. And now, all right, you want to give the backup guys some reps? Do you want to keep healthy for next week, or do you want to keep your foot on the pedal and see what you can do? Because, again, it is really all going to come down to that Perkins game next week.
That's the big one right there. Week 10 matchup. Could not ask for more. 2 of the top teams in the area. Tiffin, 7-1 coming into tonight. But looking to add their 8th victory here with Norwalk. Perkins, perfect so far this season, and they're a tough team. Of course, Perkins able to capitalize and pick up the victory in last year's matchup. So you know Tiffin, they're going to have that on their mind when they start thinking about Perkins.
So currently Perkins is tied with Sandusky 14-14 at halftime. Tough game. And then another thing to consider as well, to think about next week, no matter the result, Columbian will still have that home field advantage. And if it's with the win, they get the 2 weeks, the 2 games home field advantage.
There you go. Connor Roush dropping the knowledge for us, keeping us informed, keeping us connected here at our Buckeye IT halftime show. And there's the kickoff, and welcome to the second half of play here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon, and Connor Roush joining you on the extreme. And the Truckers, they get the first opportunity in the second half, and Zach, you were saying, let's see what they do. Hopefully they can string together some positive plays and get back in the end zone.
Yeah, we've seen bursts from this offense tonight. They can play well in short spurts. The problem is, they have those game or drive-killing, game-changing penalties or turnovers or whatever it is, just that bugaboo right at the end.
Here we go. Viak looking to pass all the way. He's got a man right in the middle there. Number 13, Nate Kessler. First down and a little bit more as the Tornadoes wrestle him to the ground.
Basically running just 4 vertical routes there right over the middle.
Truckers hurrying up there to the line as they don't want to waste a second, and they want to try to strike while the iron's hot. They've got one man split out to the top of the screen, and they're going to hand it off to Helton. Nico Helton, who's going to be hit hard at the line of scrimmage.
Helton was splitting carries.
I think Bunnell was in on that tackle.
With Canelos earlier in the first half.
Four wideouts, 2 to the top of the screen, 2 to the bottom of the screen, bunch formation at the top. Looks like some pressure's coming in. Viak steps up, throws it, unable to connect as he's hit while throwing it. Incomplete pass. Bring up 3rd and long for the Truckers. Third and 8 from the 50-yard line for Norwalk. Looking to spread things out a little bit here. Tiffin able to get some pressure on Viak. Flag on the field here.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense. Number 82. 5-yard penalty.
And you mentioned some of those drive-killing penalties, and this one has the makeup of another stinger. 4th penalty of the evening. And instead of 3rd and 8, they're now pushed back 3rd and 13 from the 45-yard line. 3 split out at the bottom of your screen. 1 toward the top. Viak just chucks it. Nobody in the area. Jack Corper, the closest man to that pass. 4th down.
Now when a defense gets all the way in the backfield that quickly, you're thinking that's a screen, but it looks like a broken play. I think the running back, Helton, went the wrong direction of the offensive line or vice versa, but again, there was just nothing going on that broken play.
Looked like there's a little confusion with some of the receivers as they kept coming in and out of the formation, so definitely a possibility. Doesn't matter, though, as they're going to have to punt it away. And it's going to bounce out of bounds right around the 37-yard line. 38-yard line is the official marker there. And Tiffin Columbian Tornadoes, that offense is going to come back out onto the field. And let's see who gets the starting nod. Some of those starters that play both ways for Columbian, Corper, Gooding, look like they're walking to the sideline. See if they keep them in, as they usually play a lot of offensive snaps as well.
Yeah, all eyes on the quarterback position. Rogo out there in the huddle. Backup Zach Shawberry.
Willman in the huddle as well. Number 73 there. Can't forget about the beef. 1st and 10 for Tiffin here. And, you're going to have Brockington, who's going to stay on the sideline. Bunnell, who got a couple of carries before halftime. He's coming in. He's going to get the ball right up the middle. And another strong run by number 34, Brady Bunnell.
Yeah, so it looks like the skill positions are what got subbed out in that we haven't seen. That's Zach Shawberry out there. Right at the numbers, he's playing receiver right now. Who else do I see? I see number 12, Jamison Wassner.
Yep, you got
Number
Wassner,
20,
Shawberry.
Nevin Newman. So basically all your skill guys have been subbed out, trying to keep them healthy for next week. Rogo in at quarterback, just kind of facilitating, handing the ball off.
All right, Bunnell and Rogo joined in the backfield. Handed off to Bunnell, off to the right side. First down and more as he's still running. 40, taken down around the 38-yard line. Strong run by Brady Bunnell.
Take a look at replay here. Bunnell just off the right side. Just straight handoff, zone right.
A lot of room for Bunnell.
Bounces it off the outside.
Yep, just powers his way forward. First down for Tiffin as they've made their way up to the 37-yard line. They've got a 44-7 lead at the moment. Looking to add to it is Bunnell gets another carry, this time on the left side of the line, and he's going to be drugged down to the ground by the Truckers defense. Number 51, Brock Clark, leading the way for the Truckers.
Now, in all likelihood, you're keeping things on the ground here on second down. Just making sure that time keeps moving. They got 20 seconds on the play clock.
No rush for Tiffin.
Already down to 6 minutes, 20 seconds.
And we've got that running clock situation as well, so the clock will continue to tick as we work through the second half. Bunnell, left side again, hit by Canales. Woof! That's a hard hit. Running back v. running back, and Canales comes away with a huge tackle for a loss.
Canales all over the field, both sides of the ball, running back, linebacker. Again, you see it so often at this high school level. Now we're in the tail part of the season. It's just a wonder how well you got to stay in shape, your conditioning, your training, your recovery. Because right now we're in the part of the season where things are just really wearing on.
3rd and 18 after a huge hit on Bunnell. Rogo looking to pass it, slings it, and he's got number 1, Archie Stevens. Stevens up to the original line of scrimmage. So Archie Stevens unable to get the first down. That'll bring up 4th down for Tiffin. I think they're just going to keep the offense out there. Stevens picking up his first reception of the night. A couple of new names we've got down there, as Zach mentioned. Number 12, Jamison Wassner, the bottom of the screen. Number 11, Zach Shawberry at the top. Flag down on the field.
Going hard count all the way.
And it looks like Tiffin's going to pick up a few free yards. 5 yards will get that 4th down conversion to like 4th and 2 now. That's the 5th penalty of the night for Norwalk, coming at some of the most inopportune times. So 4th and short here for Tiffin. Another hard count by Rogo. Steps up.
Again, almost 30 seconds on the play clock, so
no rush here.
Let that clock keep moving, keep things on the ground. Do they have enough?
Bunnell with the carry on the left side. It'll be close, and looks like he's short, so Norwalk's going to get the ball back. Good stop by the Truckers there, as they denied Bunnell his bid to get that first down, stopping him just a few inches shy. So let's see what the Truckers can do, as they were unable to do anything with their first drive, and they were forced to punt it away here in the second half. See what they can do with the second opportunity. Viak tosses it to Helton, and Helton's going to be hit hard and taken to the ground at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be number 8, A.J. Hickman, with the tackle.
This is good time. Again, we're getting into almost the end of the third quarter. We'll talk about this 30-point differential running clock. Recap the rules after this play.
Viak looking to pass all the way, steps up, tosses it, and goes right by the intended receiver, number 11, Austin Ware. Looked like Ware may have been able to get a hand on it, but no chance to catch it as defenders crashed in on him immediately.
All right, so the automatic running clock starts at the second half. Officials timeout or injury timeout can stop the clock. A charge timeout by either team. Change of possession, the end of the third quarter. Any score occurs or any other extended delay by a referee.
3rd and 10 for the Truckers. Viak airing it out. Ooh, knocked away as number 16, Bryce Rogo, able to get in the way just enough to affect Kessler's chance at catching it.
Yeah,
and
Rogo,
Trucker's going to be forced to punt it away again.
Yeah, Rogo able to go into a little bit of a receiver mode. That jump ball right there. Trying to go up and high point it. Knocks it down.
Rogo listed at 6'4", so he's got a couple of inches on the receiver, able to use every bit of that. And Truckers kick it away as Tommy Vanderpool has gotten a lot of action kicking that ball, and Tiffin able to hold on to it. Newlove, the receiver there. And you're going to get the Columbian offense coming back out at the 36. Check this out.
Yeah, Newlove just able to get back on top of that one, is muffed and dives on it.
.219 left in the third quarter of play here from Norwalk, Ohio. And the Tornadoes 44-7 lead. I want to thank some of our sponsors. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Buckeye IT Services, Ex-Carre Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Lee's Floor Covering. Thank you for sponsoring Heart of Ohio Sports in this extreme edition. As you see a tough tackle there as the Truckers push back Tiffin, no gain.
Again, they've been able to play well in short spurts, but
want to thank Little Hugo's Ice Cream, 5-Star Maintenance, DAH Wraps, Klaus Electric, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Circle H Tire, Sarah Risen, Century 21, Bolte Realty in Tiffin, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Mercy Health Tiffin Hospital, Burns Electric, The Pit Stop in Hoffman, Gottfried Mack Funeral Home and Crematorium. All proud sponsors of Heart of Ohio Sports. As you see, the Truckers bury the Tornadoes again.
yeah, Hayden Miller's first carry of the night, I think of the season, not go as planned. It'll be third and 15. Oh, sorry, Connor.
Second carry of his drive, Zach.
Fantastic. Second carry of this drive, second carry of the season, I believe.
Hayden Miller getting a little action here. Third quarter, we got about 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Running clock, of course, as Zach outlined for us here. Tosses it to Miller. On the right side, he's got a little space this time, and we should point out that Zach Shawberry doing the tossing there at quarterback. And that's going to bring up 4th down for Tiffin. Offense staying on the field right there. 4th and long. Let's see what Coach Lutz is able to dial up as they're coming to the sideline here, and that'll spell the end of the third quarter from Norwalk, Ohio. Tiffin has a 44-7 lead at the end of 3 quarters of play. Fourth quarter of action coming up. Of course, you're going to want to stay tuned. After the fourth quarter, we're going to take a look at our Little Hugo's player of the game. So we've got a little work to do up here in the booth to identify a standout player on the Tornadoes. And we'll also have our Ex-Carre Mexican. Oh, they've covered us for everything. They might as well cover us for the post-game show. But Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, they're the official post-game sponsor for Heart of Ohio Sports, and they're going to make sure that we get things correct. And we're going to take a look around the area check out some scores, review tonight's action, and preview next week's showdown with the team that will not be named.
It's Perkins.
It's Perkins.
I know him.
Coach Lutz, I asked him twice before the game, and he refused to say their name. He's like, who? What? Do we play them? So here we go. Truckers taken down immediately at the 25. Rothar on the return. Miller, Hayden Miller with the tackle there. All right, 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line for the Truckers. Viak looking to pass all the way, slinging it. This time he's able to connect with Nate Kessler. 1st down, Norwalk, as they rush up on the ball, hoping to get another playoff here in moments. Great pass and catch by Norwalk on that one. So it's 1st and 10 from midfield as Viak is able to pick that ball up off the turf and connect with his receiver Elliot Gehring. Gehring, first catch of the night for him as he rolls out of bounds. 1st down, Norwalk. 2 catches, 2 first downs. Norwalk across midfield. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Viak steps up, throws it, got another 1st down as Austin Ware catches this one. 3 catches, 3 receivers, 3 first downs for Viak. Rushing up to the line of scrimmage, wide spread out, making some room for number 28. Mason Canales rumbles his way forward. That should be enough for another 1st down. 4 plays, 4 first downs for Norwalk. They're picking up a little steam here on this drive.
Yeah, now we have to say, obviously, this is against the 2nd-string defense, but, I mean, just look how much easier offense gets when you can put a couple chunk plays together. The momentum is real, and plays really just start rolling together.
Canales buried behind the line of scrimmage on that one. Nobody's fooled there. That'll bring up 2nd down for the Truckers.
Well, I say that, and then they get caught at the line of scrimmage, but
Friday the 13th curse, Zach.
Boo.
3rd and 10 from the 14-yard line for the Truckers. Canales, another carry off the right side. He's got some space as he dives forward inside the 10. Braden Bowersox with the tackle. Great job hanging on, not letting Canales go any further. 3rd and short for the Truckers. Canales, another carry, hit behind the line, then taken down by a host of tornadoes.
Yeah, Vaughn Zimmerman, number 50, got there first. Rest of the Columbian defense there to pick it up.
4th and 4 for Norway as they're looking to keep this drive alive. Keep an eye at the top of the screen. You got your 2 wideouts, but then there you go. And, yep, you got it, Kessler. He's got enough for the reception, but he might be a yard short of the 1st down marker, so Tiffin's going to get the football back as Nate Kessler unable to convert.
Yeah, he tries to reach, but that ball, again, he has to come back for. That's the big problem. Tries to reach right there at the end, but not quite enough.
Yeah, it was Austin Ware and Nate Kessler, the hot hands on that drive, getting some of the targets, and they stuck with it as Kessler able to bring it in, but just not able to convert as he wasn't able to drive that route down far enough to the chains. So Tiffin, it's going to be Bunnell. Outside the 10-yard line, strong run. Actually, 24, Ryan Hook now in. He was the one carrying the football. So Ryan Hook getting his first carry of the night. Another new name, another new number for Tiffin, the junior there at tailback. Some of the younger players getting a little Friday Night Lights action.
Yeah, if they play their cards right, there's a chance Columbian can take really the rest of this clock off.
And it's going to be Hook off to the right side, getting close to that first down marker. We're right at 7:05, 7:04 left in tonight's contest. Again, make sure you stay tuned for our Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. We're going to bring you all of tonight's action. And, of course, don't forget, go to YouTube and click subscribe to Heart of Ohio Sports and the X-Stream specifically. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and at heartofohiosports.com, where we keep you up to date with all the details. Those Heart of Ohio Sports guys do a great job posting post-season updates and also giving you wonderful written previews for all of your high school football action. Looks like there might have been a fumble on the field. Tiffin's going to hold on to it after they cough it up. Kind of an anticlimactic, signal down there. Everybody just kind of went back to business.
Tell you what, the band's getting into it.
They had a phenomenal halftime show. I was so impressed. They were doing so many different things. I can't even begin to explain it because I'm a very non-musical person, but it sounded great, it looked great, and that works for me. All right, Hook, he's going to be hit hard behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. And you can't just talk about the Truckers
Connor, keep
marching
pan over
band.
them right now.
Yeah, look at them. They're jamming down there.
There we go.
Party in the end zone. You got to love watching them have so much fun. And, it's fun for me. I get to watch my daughter. She's one of the marching 120 for Tiffin, and they just do such a phenomenal job. She went on and on and on, telling me about their halftime show, and of course they featured some of those songs at the Marching Band Showdown in Clyde, Ohio, a couple weeks ago. There you go. It's going to be Archie Stevens there. And with the carry, it's going to bring up 4th and long for Tiffin. They're going to punt it away. Down to 4:47 left in tonight's contest. Timeout down on the field. So we'll actually get the clock to stop. Of course, you mentioned that running clock doesn't stop for anyone or anything unless you call a timeout, and that's what we've got here. 44-7, Tiffin over Norwalk. Connor, you got a few scores for us? Anything tell us about some of the area teams?
Yeah, I just got an update. Hopewell Loudon just got done with their game against Woodmore. They won 50-6, so they are going in 9-0 next week against Calvert.
And Calvert was undefeated coming into tonight's action. Any updates on Calvert Senecas and where they're at?
Well, they were up 28-20, if I remember correctly, at one point. Connor has the scores up.
According to ScoreStream here, they beat Willard 41-0 at home. So 2 statement wins by Hopewell and Calvert for a great SBC championship game next week.
Battle of the undefeateds there. We're going to be watching that one. Should be a lot of fun here on the Extreme.
Man, some great matchups next week, huh?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And, of course, Tiffin Columbian, they're going to take on Perkins.
I saw Connor's eyes light up as soon as we said nice matchup. That Perkins game, Sandusky was 14-14 at halftime.
Yeah, it could be a little bit. It could be a little bit more on the line if Perkins can't pull away with that one.
Connor.
Currently in the fourth quarter, Perkins holds a 10-point lead, 24-14 over Sandusky.
Sandusky gave Columbian a run for their money. Perkins up 10. Again, Columbian and Perkins are really going to be an evenly matched squad.
It's like a home game for both teams, sharing the same field there, so I figured it'd be a close game like he usually is.
All right, Truckers offense back out on the field after the Columbian Tornadoes punted the ball away. Canales, he's going to dive forward. Nice little gain. I want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors tonight. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Buckeye IT Services, Ex-Carre Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance, and Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. You can see there the Truckers pushing the pile forward. Should be enough for a first down as Norwalk, going to move that chain gang. Also want to make sure that we thank Lee's Floor Covering, Little Hugo's Ice Cream, 5-Star Maintenance, DAH Wraps, Klaus Electric, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, and Circle H Tire.
Circle H Tire.
That's right.
Really got to bite down on that one.
I bought tires from them once. And Truckers continue to move as it's going to be number 13, Nate Kessler with a catch. We also have some phenomenal sponsors. Sarah Risen, Century 21 Bolte in Tiffin, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Mercy Health, Tiffin Hospital, Burns Electric, Pit Stop and Hoffman Gottfried Mack Funeral Home, and Crematorium. Great sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. And did he catch it? No, he did not catch it. Connick, the intended receiver, unable to bring it in.
2:35 left to play. I think now we're starting to talk about player of the game.
Our Little Hugo's player of the game, somebody we're going to have to come up to and think about here.
Take a wild guess at who the consensus is for top pick right now.
You know, I'm not a mind reader, but the hand signals I'm getting from Connors indicates that he's got his choice already picked out, and got to be honest, I cannot complain. I'll give you a hint. 3 touchdowns tonight. There we go, Truckers connect. And it's going to be Gehring who's dropped after he catches it. 3rd down for Norwalk. We're now under 2 minutes left in tonight's contest. So I think it's safe to say that Tiffin is going to advance to 8-1 after tonight's victory. And they're going to be looking forward as quarterbacks, a little tipping there. It's going to be Kessler with the catch, but it looked like Viak was going to be taken down for a sack. He threw it. It was tipped twice by the defenders, and then Kessler carried it in. Check this out.
Yeah, right there.
The old tip drill.
Again, breaks off that sack as he's hit through the hands of 2 defenders.
3rd and 9. Canales buried. So Tiffin's going to get the ball back. That effectively is going to end the ball game here. They'll have to kneel it a couple of times to melt the clock away. But Tiffin, they'll advance to 8-1 after tonight's victory. And they look ahead to a huge showdown in Tiffin, Ohio against Perkins. Perkins got the best of them last year. So Tiffin, there's no question they're going to try to extract a little revenge next week as they make up for what happened last year up in the Sandusky area. we had a chance to watch that game, and, you know, Perkins, they were effectively able to connect or clinch their title there, their league title. So Tiffin's going to try to play the spoiler this year. 30 seconds left in tonight's contest. Again, stay put. Got Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. We're going to review some of tonight's action. Connor's going to do his magical work, try to find a player of the game for us, and we'll see if we can have a conversation and bring things together for you. And we'll take a look and preview a few of the key teams that we don't have final scores for. So there you go. Clock's at zeros. Final score here from Norwalk, Ohio. Tiffin Columbian 44, Norwalk 7. And I don't think the end result was ever really in question there, Zach.
No, it wasn't. Columbian, the better team, really all the way through. I was impressed again with some of the Truckers. The quarterback, Viak, played really well. Canelos played really well. The effort was there. Some of the chunk plays were there, but Columbian just outclassed them.
Yeah, so 44 points. You got Bryce Rogo and Braden Rogo both putting up touchdowns. Jack Corper, he got a touchdown, and then Damian Brockington picked up 3 touchdowns, and they threw in a field goal just for good measure. That's where the scoring came from tonight. Tiffin Columbian looked good all night long, and as we've mentioned a few times, that's going to bring up a huge showdown with Perkins next week. We're going to take a moment here, work on our player of the game. 44-7, Tiffin over Norwalk. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Legacy Federal Credit Union, your premier financial institution in Seneca County since 1952. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
Connor Roush here. Stay tuned for all the details on Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go, Heart of Ohio Sports.
Little Hugo's is Tiffin's longest-running ice cream store, in operation since 1949. A local family-owned business, you know them because of those famous shredded chicken sandwiches and their delicious fresh lemon slushes. Stop by today and take advantage of their convenient drive-thru, where you're sure to find something for the whole family to enjoy at Little Hugo's on West Market Street in Tiffin.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. We are in Norwalk, and our final score here is 44-7. Tiffin defeats Norwalk, and if you just walk down, it was all Tiffin. And at the 10:16 marker in the first quarter, it was kind of a sign of things to come, as Tiffin was able to pick off Norwalk, and then they marched down the field, punched it in 2 minutes later on the legs of Rogo, and then it was just all downhill from there, as Brockington would put in 2 more touchdowns in the first quarter, and then you've got Jack Corper adding a touchdown in the second quarter. Brockington, his 3rd touchdown coming in the second quarter. And then Braden Rogo he gets into the action and picks up a touchdown catch. And then, of course, a field goal right before halftime, 44-7. That's the whole show there for tonight. So let's take a quick look around and see what other scores we've got. We've mentioned next week we'll be traveling to Bascom, Ohio to watch Hopewell Loudon. The undefeated Hopewell Loudon Chieftains take on the Calvert Senecas, who are also unbeaten. So that's going to be a fantastic contest for us here at the Extreme. Something I'm really looking forward to. We've had a chance to watch Columbian, or not Columbian, but Calvert a couple times this season, and you know that they're going to be ready to go.
They are going to be ready to go. Again, this is the biggest matchup of the year. That's why they have it right at the end. It's going to be exciting. Both games that we have lined up here at Heart of Ohio Sports are going to be exciting. That is for sure.
No doubt. And if you've never been to Bascom, Ohio, a beautiful stadium, gorgeous, but those fans are super, super passionate. It's been a couple of years since I've had a chance to call a game in Bascom, and it's going to be so much fun getting back there and being right in the heart of all that football action, especially with Week 10 and the playoffs on the horizon.
Playoffs on the horizon. We'll take a short break, be back with the Player of the Game interview. We'll be right back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Why go to Lease Floor Covering in Tiffin? Because at Lease Floor Covering, they know that selecting the right flooring for your home can be overwhelming. They make choosing the right items for your home simple. At Lease Floor Covering, they have one of the largest selections of floor covering in Northwest Ohio, including Abbey Carpet and Floor. Stop in and see for yourself what everyone raves about at Lease Floor Covering in Tiffin.
Small business owners need somebody that can open the door to financing. And at First National Bank of Sycamore, we love opening the door for financing opportunities.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. We got our Little Hugo's Player of the Game joining us up here in the booth, Damian Brockington. Damian, how does this win feel?
Feels good. We know we had to just come out here and get a win. We won next week, championship week. So.
All right. So Coach Lutz, before the game, said that he claimed that they didn't even know Perkins was the next one. How focused were you guys this week for the Truckers?
Very focused. We didn't want to. We just take it one game at a time. We didn't want to get our heads lost. You know what I'm saying? Just come out here and get it up, and just focus on Norwalk.
Yeah. All right. So Perkins next week. You said championship week. Those are the moments you play for. What do you got to do to win? They got you last year, and I know you guys won them this year.
Yeah. We just got to play football, man. We got to go out there, play hard, just get the job done. It's all about football. Assignments, do our assignments right, and we'll win.
All right, Damian Brockington, our Little Hugo, is player of the game here. 3 touchdowns tonight, and just doing a phenomenal job all year long. I actually met up with your grandma earlier.
My grandma.
Yep. I had a chance to meet up with your grandma earlier this week, and she just would not stop talking about you. She is.
She won't stop. Sure.
And we know she's watching
everybody.
right now. She told me she was going to. So hi, Grandma.
It's gonna be on Facebook. I know it is.
Oh, but she absolutely loves watching you play, and I know so many other people do. So, hey, congratulations, Damian. You're a player of the game, and, hey, good luck next week in championship week.
Thank you.
We'll be right back in a moment. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Final score, 44-7. Tiffin with a resounding victory over Norwalk here. So, Zach, you said really the key for you was it was all about the trenches, and Tiffin just did a phenomenal job pushing things around tonight.
Yeah, again, like I said, outclassed and up front on both sides of the ball. The pass rush was really good with four-man pressure. The offensive line was getting the defenders off of their spots relatively easily, and that's how you get players like Brockington be able to go for that many yards, or that many touchdowns in a season, right? It all starts up front with big guys.
No question. And, Damian Brockington, he walked into tonight with 1,300 yards rushing. Certainly he's going to walk out of there getting closer to that 1,500-yard marker, and he's got 24 total touchdowns on the season, which is almost more than I can count. It's just a phenomenal young man. He was our Little Hugo's player of the game. So thrilled to have him up here. All right, let's look forward a little bit, gentlemen, here. Connor, I think we need to talk to you first because you are a resident of Bascom, Ohio. How big is next week's showdown between the two undefeated teams, Calvert and Hopewell Loudon?
This is going to be treated like an Ohio State-Michigan game. Guarantee it. Two rival teams, and to be honest with you, I really cannot remember a time between the two teams that are undefeated fighting for a league title and the best playoff position in well over 10 years.
And, yeah, these two teams super familiar with each other because they were part of the old MAL and now obviously in the same league, and they're just 10 minutes apart. I mean, they know each other really well, and they've got a lot of big battles over the years, and this week certainly is going to be another one of them.
This one's definitely scheduled or circled on the schedule every year, so I can predict heavily on a very, very busy house next week, and tempers are going to be flaring everywhere, and it's going to be a dogfight.
I wouldn't be surprised if Connor is tailgating before our broadcast. You could probably see the stadium from your house for all we know here. Right. Zach, what are you looking forward to next week?
Again, this means everything as far as these two teams are concerned, right? So they're playing for everything. The season's over. You got playoffs to look forward to, but I mean, this is bragging rights, right? This is where it's at.
All right, so Tiffin, Calvert, and Hopewell Loudon next week right here on the X Stream. Make sure you go to YouTube, click subscribe, get those notifications so you get all the updates. Go to heartofohiosports.com. They're going to have some phenomenal write-ups, preview those matchups, so you want to make sure that you catch those. And then obviously you can catch us on Instagram and Facebook here at Heart of Ohio Sports. So gentlemen, I think that's all we've got for you tonight. Tiffin Columbian comes away with a 44-7 victory over Norwalk, increases their final standings here at 8-1 now. They got an 8-1 record. So again, for Connor Roush on the camera, for Zach Dillon in the booth, I'm Dominic Helmstetter. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.